Well, everybody, it's been a little while since I've been here. I thought I'd come back a little bit and check a few things out. Say hello to Old Car City, USA. I'm here with my buddy Alex. This is the first time that he has been here, so he is going to get an interesting look at things. Anyway, guys, let's go take a look. So they got a little bit of everything. I mean, it's folk art, it's a little gift store. There was an art gallery upstairs, but I don't think it's done anymore. But this is kind of like another art installation that I went to. Y'all might remember it. Howard Finster's Paradise Gardens. Of course, this one is just a little bit different. Anyway, guys, let's go in here and take a look. Now, some of the old standbys are still here. Like the old car that's in here was the last car Elvis purchased before he died. You remember this one from the old one. Like I said, there's a little bit of stuff everywhere. You got all sorts of stuff that way. He's even got a Rock City barn painted in here. Tin can art. Ethel. Been a while since seen Ethel gas. Sorry, it's a little dark in here, but we will get out into the sun here in a minute.
You can leave one of your cards right here, Andy. Right here.
Oh, yeah. And here we come out into the main part. Now, you could literally spend hours at this place. So I'm just barely going to be able to show you a few things, but all in all, it's pretty impressive, and you definitely do not want to lean on anything. Some of these cars are very old and will come apart. France, it's illegal to name your pig Napoleon. Little bits of wisdom and knowledge. Ooh, we had a bird. Trails that way. You got trails that way.
See how school bus was 13 to mind at Summer Town.
Well, that appears to be a dead end, so I think we're gonna go around this way. Now, they do have a scary Halloween thing I'll have to come back and check that out, because I bet that's fun.
Just think we did another 58 Plymouth Fury in here.
There probably is one, Alex. There are tons of things out here. Buick 8. Look at these. Now, I think some of these are the oldest ones, but it's hard to tell because there is just so much stuff. And it is worth the money to come in here because you have all of these textures. It's a photographer's paradise, especially if you like old cars. And for anybody that's asking, no, they will not sell any of the old cars that are in here. They are here to stay. Back when Ford made really good vehicles. So many Buick 8s. Huh. Little old, little new. Looks like they've built... There's a pile of doors. Looks like they've built a little tower. Probably for some of the Halloween stuff. One man's junk is another man's treasure. And just look at all of the quotes that you can see. Now, this was supposed to have been a shipwreck at some point, but I don't think they ever finished it. But look at the quotes. And they're just everywhere here, and there's another little piece. Yeah, don't smoke, that is true. With all of the pine needles that are in this area, I imagine that it would be a nightmare. Well, sitting in the cedar. We got buses. And there's a little bit of everything for every car lover. Now there are some interesting little spots in here that we'll have to check out. Look, you can't really see this, but this is a whole bunch of engines. An old school bus. Bartow County Schools as well.
The horror stories that let's keep probably tell.
Oh yeah. Some of these are vehicles
It's an old nomad.
that haven't existed in a while. Must be in the truck section. See, just look at this texture. An old truck covered in pine needles. A Chevy 100 maybe? But just look at that. There's an old Pontiac Tempest right there. Some of you older folks like me remember these. The grocery toters. Now that building is off the beaten path. I am not going to touch that one. I think I'm coming up to where there was an RV back in the day, so let's go check that out, shall we? How about an old Datsun?
Been here since 79.
We have a lot of transmissions. And I was right. Here is the Vogue RV that I remember from last time. That just is tucked in here. That is definitely a change from how things used to be. Beds back there, toilets back there, and just look at that pretty pattern. Well, I would tell you to turn at the fork in the road, but somebody has broken the fork.
Mark 1.
Demon.
Dodge. This sporty duster.
There's an old Charger. And just look at how the seats.
Model, that's what it looks like.
Look at how the seats used to be. Georgia's
74 model.
most reliable. Well, it still is here. Wayne Feeds. Top Supply Murphy, North Carolina. And of course some of these just hurt to see. I guess this is part of the haunted part. Arrow with the 327 in it, or at least it had a 327 in it. Oh, that's a shame right there.
Tudor, I think you got a lot to work on.
Absolutely. Well, an old police car. The Dog Squad. Well, there's There's the old road bed. And then we can go this way. I think I'm going to poke my head this way a little bit. There's some customs. Coronet.
Yeah, 68 model.
Bonneville. Of course, it's missing a few pieces. Wonder what kind of critter made those patterns either on the inside or the outside of the glass. Maybe a snail? And it just keeps on going. Like a bunch of soldiers all lined up at parade.
You know, I know they wouldn't, but I wonder how much it would cost to restore some of these things.
Some of them are in a lot worse shape. This Barracuda is in pretty bad shape, but some of the glass looks okay. Oh Lord, we have a Sasquatch. At least the back side of him. Now what does he look like? Huh.
Hey Adam, we found bit on the foot.
Oh yeah. Kaiser. Very interesting. Man, look at that old Clipper. You got the wheel and look at that on there. Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd probably buy a Mercury or two. Some have been here so long that they've just grown in with the vegetation. Just look at some of these old lines. Absolutely phenomenal. You know, I wish they could retro some cars and bring back some of these lines. I think it's a little late to be buying some ice cream from Mr. Cone here. I don't remember seeing that last time. I don't know if that's newer or what. Got an outhouse too. Well, I can't read what's on the door, but this is a job rated custom. And apparently it's some kind of a tanker.
Water truck.
And then you've got some interesting stuff like over there. Free HBO. Can you dig it? Well, a great wall of cars. And then here, it's getting overgrown now, is the great circle of cars. And I'm going to head back towards the entrance. See?
Even an old pressure washer's down in here.
Oh yeah. A little bit of everything. That one's got a 442. That had to be fun back in the day. Aloha. Johnny Cash's 1946 1.5-ton Ford was used in the Murder in Coweta County movie in 1983 that had Johnny Cash and Andy Griffin. Alright, well, I'm going to head back down the old road. I'll see you guys in a minute. Well, there's not as many hanging on it now, but this used to be known as the Tree of Knowledge. An elephant tooth can weigh up to 12 pounds. Humans can live on only eating butter and potatoes. And then come poop someone who's very... The height of the Eiffel Tower varies as much as 6 inches depending on the temperature. Interesting little bit of knowledge, but I'll tell you what, I'm on the way out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a Fairlane 500? Of course, it's missing a few parts, like the important parts. But I'm almost out to the classic section. We'll see you guys in a minute. Radio City, huh? I would say so.
It's a bunch of old radios.
Well, everybody, if it's a different look, it's because I had to switch. I ran out of batteries on my other camera, so I've had to go to the phone.
You can laugh at this. Every time I hit the brake, the horn went off.
I've heard cars do that.
Surprisingly, I didn't see any 58 Plymouth Furies. This is a convertible. I'd say that one has been here a little while. That's run by tree fire. There's an 88. Well, everyone, that is it. I'm glad I came back to revisit Old Car City, USA. I got to see some things that I hadn't seen before, and you never know what you're going to find in here. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my look at Old Car City, USA. As always, I'm off to go on some more journeys. So until then, why don't you go on a journey of your own? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.